Okay, so this is New York Times Sudoku card for August 31st, 2024. This is my walkthrough, and you can play this Sudoku from the link I put in the description. Let's get it going. First thing first, let me put down some singles. Here's 4 that blocks this line in box 9, and this 4 blocks this line, leaves only this cell for 4, and this 4 blocks here, and this 4 blocks this line, and this 4 blocks here, gives me 4 in here, and the 4 on this side blocks this line. This 4 blocks here, gives me 4 in here. These are 2, 7, 8 now. So keep in mind that this 2 will block this line in box 9, puts 2 in here. So all these cells cannot be 2. That means 2 will be in here or here in box 3. 2 will be here or here in box 6. And because this cannot be 2 and this cannot be 2, 2 will be here or here in box 5. That means these 5 cells cannot use 2. And that's something to keep in mind. Not necessarily the key all the time, but very often it is. Okay, let's see how it goes. What am I supposed to do next? 6, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 9. 5 will be here. 2, 9. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Oh, here it is. These 4 cells will be filled with 2, 6, 7, 8. And this cell is blocked by 2, 7, and 8. Leaves it with 6. And because of this 2, which blocks here, again, 2 in box 9 will be here or here. That means this cannot be 2. And now 6 blocks here. And this 6 blocks this line. This 6 blocks this line. This cannot be 6. Gives me 6 in here. And down here, this 6 blocks this line in box 8. This 6 blocks this line, and this 6 blocks here. Gives me 6 in here. This 6 blocks here. This 6 blocks this line. This 6 blocks here, and gives me 6 here. And 6 and 6, they block like this. And here's 6 that blocks this cell. Gives me the last 6 here. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 9. Yeah. Okay, so the next one was a bit difficult to find. So these 4 cells will be filled with 1, 3, 5, 9. 1, 3, 5, 9. And this cell is blocked by 3 and 9. And also 5 here blocks this line, forces 5 to go into one of these 2 cells. In turn, blocks this cell from being 5. So this one is 1. And this one cannot be 5 because of this 5. This one cannot be 3 because of this 3. And this cannot be 9 because of this 9. And now 1 blocks here forces 1 to come into one of these two cells because this one blocks this cell. So this cannot be 1. This 1 blocks these two. This one blocks here. That means this cell becomes 1. These are 2, 5, 9. Now, I guess I should mention you can already say the 3 numbers, the triple that will fill these 3 cells. Well, 2 blocks these 3 cells, so 2 can only be here or here. 5 and 5 means 5 cannot be in these 2 cells, so 5 will come in here. And here's 3 that blocks these 2 cells. This 3 blocks here, so 3 will come in here or here in box 6. 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, forces 3 to come in here. So this cannot be 3, and this cannot be 3 because of this 3. So these 2 cannot be 3, so 3 has to be placed in one of these 3 cells. So even though this one cannot be 2, these 3 cells will use 3 numbers, 2, 3, 5. So that is a triple, meaning I cannot use the other numbers, in this case 7 and 8, in these 3 cells, and 3 and 2, 3, 5 cannot use these 2 cells, and they are left with 7 and 8. So I have 7, 8 double in here. So 2, 3, 5 means these 3 cells are left with 3 numbers, including this cell. And that means 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 6 have been used, meaning these 3 cells are 7, 8, and this is 9. 7, 8, 9. But this cell here is blocked by 9. 7, 8, 7, 8, or 9 blocks here. 9 blocks here. Gives me 9 here. This is the only cell I can put 9 into on column 8. So this one is 9. Now that means 9 blocks here. Nine blocks here. Gives me 9 here. These two are 3 and 5. 5 gives me 3, and this one is 5. And this 5 blocks these 3. These 2 can only be 2, 7, or 8. Means 5 has to be here. This 5 blocks here. This 5 blocks here. Gives me 5 in here. 2, 7, 8. Yeah. And these are 2 and 5 in here. 5 has given me 2 here. And this is 5. And now this becomes 2. That means these 2 are 7, 8. 7, 8 double, because that's what's missing from this box. That means this one is 2. That will give me 148 triple. I'm not gonna put that down for now. Now because 2 will be here or here, this cannot be 2. And now I put 2 down here. This one is blocked by this 2. So on row 6, this has become the only cell with the possibility of becoming 2. Okay, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8. 7, 8, 7, 8 means these two are 3, 9. Okay, yeah, that could be useful, but yeah, why not? Because these two cells form a double of 7 and 8. These two cells are left with 3 and 9. These 3 can triple of 2, 7, 8. I know these 2 will come in here or here, but that's not that helpful at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so okay, how do I go about this? Okay, so now here's 2 and 5 on column 6. And here's 2 and 5 on column 5. So that means for box 8, these 3 cannot use either 2 or 5, and these 2 cells cannot use 2 or 5. That means there are only 2 cells in box 8 where I can put either 2 or 5, which are these 2 cells. So that means these are 2, 5 double. That gives me a double in here and here. These 2 cells will these 2 cells are left with 1 and 8, and here's 1. That makes this cell 8, and this one becomes 1. And because these are 2 or 5, and this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks here, that gives me 1 here. These 2 are now 7 and 8, and 8 has made this cell 7, and this one becomes 8, which makes this cell 7, and this one becomes 8, gives me 7 and 8. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Now I have a double in here. That would be 2 and 7. Yes. Okay, and these are 4 and 8. And these 4 cells will be 3, 7, 8, 9. 3, 7. Oh, that's nice. These 3 cells, 4, 8, 9. 4, 8, 9. Yeah, and this cell is blocked by 4 and the 9, makes this cell 8. 8. And these 2 are now left with 4 and 9. 9 is already here, so this one is 4, and this is 9, and this one is 8. The last number here is 4. These are 3, 9 double. this 9 has made this cell 3, and this one is 9. 2, 5, 3, 7, 9. This 3, 7, 9, where this 7 blocks this cell, this 7 blocks this cell, so I get 7 in here. These 3 are 2, 3, 7. Let's leave that for now. 1, 2, 7. Yeah, I don't like that one either. 2, 3, 5. So this row is looking for 2, 3, 5, and this cell is blocked by 2 and 5, makes it 3, and that should give me 3 blocks here. This 3 blocks here gives me 3 here, and now 7 blocks here means 7 comes in here, and these two are 1 and 5. 1 here makes this cell 5, gives me 1. 5 has given me 2 and 5 and 2, and the 2 gives me 3, 5. 3 has given me 9 and 3, and 2, 7. And this one is 2, 1, 9, and 8. Okay, here it is. I hope it was helpful. I really hope so. Well, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.